work with somebody that has to come on this property. So that's why I was rectifying.
They want you off the property.
Okay.
And they're banning you from the
They
property.
haven't called police to tell them?
Yeah. So notice that you're not authorized to be on the property. If you come back, you will be arrested for criminal trespass.
You're back.
It
Let's
needs
do
to be
it.
with you because you said that.
You want this to go with you? You want this?
You.
On September 29th, 2021, officers were dispatched to a nursing home in response to reports of unusual activity on the premises. After gathering information, they identified the woman who was the source of the disturbance. Taking her into custody and sending her to jail was necessary. Without it, she would never learn her lesson. Was causing chaos in a nursing home really worth ending up behind bars?
Are they part of this?
I'm sorry, they just, the two other two just went inside. So this gentleman was with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's going on?
Well, we were actually going to put a non-emergent call in this evening anyways to talk through some situations that have been going on. It's unrelated to this right here, but it's my understanding that there was a bit of an altercation, some yelling.
Out here in the parking lot with this gentleman and one of our residents and a young girl.
Okay.
So they just went inside and he was leaving.
So he's the resident went in. So
Yes.
nobody's hurt physically.
No,
nothing?
but we do need to talk to you further because we were again.
So is this situation though, you're happy
Yes,
with it?
apparently this is a friend of his. May I ask? May I ask what your purpose in coming here this evening was?
I do work with somebody that has to come on this property. So that's why I was rectifying. I didn't see nothing out of the ordinary, and if there was, then I didn't, you know what I'm saying? All I was doing, like I said, was coming back, to bring her back here. And
We're just trying to figure out what's going on because this is unusual activity and we just want to protect the community.
right, and I'm 199% behind you.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Do you have any questions?
No.
No. Okay, thank you so much.
And anyway, you come up, but I do have a gun in here, and I don't care. But I wanted to let you know that.
That's fine.
You know what I'm saying? But when I was talking to them,
Yeah.
I didn't want to break the conversation, but I wanted you to let you know.
That's fine. No, I'm just trying to figure out what they need from me. So you're good.
So, thank you for coming.
No, no big deal.
Boy, I do not envy your job.
It's all right.
He was coming back to rectify things, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah, multiple times. I got that.
So, I'm Jennifer, Dallas, Loria. We all work here.
Okay.
So, just to kind of bring you up to speed, we were going to call you anyway this evening, per the advice of my chief operations officer and my leader. And basically what transpired yesterday, and chime in so we can piece this all together for them. We have a resident here that has a woman that's staying with him. Which
that was
is
the one you were just talking about, right? Bob.
Obviously she's not supposed to be living here, so that's a lease issue that we've got to address on the side. But it was brought to our attention by some team members and Rachel when she was coming in and out last night that that he's got track marks and there's a drug addiction. Of course, we did inspect the room because we can, and did find an empty opioid. It was prescription. It was prescribed to him, whatever. So my concern is obviously potential drug use, even potential recreational drug use that we didn't see. Total speculation. However, this young woman that is coming in and out that we need to address, the reason why we wanted to bring it to your attention is because it's...
When the officers arrived, they found 3 women at the scene. A man inside a vehicle explained that he was not there for any wrongful purpose. The woman, who identified as Jennifer, initially thanked the officers and began informing them about the entire disturbance and situation. But if everything was so innocent, why did it take a police response to clear it up?
We have no reason to not believe it's not a prostitute.
Right.
And so the prostitution is obviously our concern. With the possibility of recreational drug use. So here we stand, we're, of course, corporately, we're talking about an eviction, but I need some advice from y'all too, from the standpoint of this potential organized crime. Like I said,
I haven't seen it dealing with elders any. I mean, there is lots of prostitution that goes on the south side of Savannah. It's usually done in the hotels around here. And there's quite a few, more than most people think that it goes on. I've never heard of it going on in a place like this, but that doesn't mean it's not going on, obviously.
Well, we know for sure that we've had
Yeah.
On multiple
ladies
occasions,
show up
but
on multiple occasions and been like, it open up door and slip in the back. And,
Right.
You know, that
our
kind of
main
stuff.
concern is them out here arguing, and if they're high or drunk or whatever, that's putting our residents at jeopardy.
Yeah, it is. And I've met a lot of your residents. I've been in here. I've been in here a few times, and the last two, it's been because of somebody was dead. But
yeah. So we
those days suck.
Yeah, they're terrible.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, what do we do with this?
Well, as far as evict her, if she's established residency, you've got to go through the eviction process if she's established residency.
No, she's
not.
He has.
Yeah.
Well, if she hasn't established residency, y'all can remove her from the property and ban her. That's up to y'all.
Yeah.
Because he's here at your convenience, right? I mean,
he's here? I mean,
he has a lease or something?
Yes.
Yep.
Does his lease stipulate that he can't have guests?
No, it doesn't.
No.
But again, like here we're.
Well, because I know a lot of leases on places like this, they specify that if you're gonna have a guest stay with you, you have to have approval from you guys, and it's only for a limited amount of time.
It is limited time for sure. It's definitely
And does he have to have approval from y'all?
What's that?
Does he have to notify you guys before he does it?
I don't think it reads that way.
That's all your corporate legal mumbo jumbo.
Yeah.
Because in the state of Georgia, anybody can ban anybody for anything. You can ban me because I'm bald-headed. I mean, it doesn't matter. You don't have to have a reason. Any reason or no reason is sufficient for a business to ban someone from their property. And that means from the curb to the curb to the curb to the curb, all the way around it. They can't come on it. But again, that's up to you guys to decide if your legal department will let you do it. Because, I mean, we'll gladly go get her right now and ban her from the property until she's got to leave and can't come back.
Can you do that?
So long as you're signing the form.
I would be happy to.
What are we banning her for?
I mean, she's not a resident. I mean,
They're allowed guests, though. You just said that. So I need to know what I'm writing on my form to ban her. Am I banning her because of loud and disorderly conduct? Am I banning her for breaking community rules by not signing in? What am I doing?
Well, definitely breaking rules. To not signing in, not coming through the front door, so she's come somewhere, access the building.
If you want to do that, that's not a problem. We can do that. We can fill out a ban form, and basically we have to read it to her and tell her, look, if you come back on the property, you will be arrested for criminal trespass. But then that's up to you guys and everybody that works here to enforce it.
Okay.
Because it's just a piece of paper.
We can do that.
That would be great.
It's just a piece of paper. What you have to do is if she shows back up, you have to call 911 and say,
The officers exchanged information with all three individuals, which was an important part of the investigation. Maintaining complete professionalism, the officers carefully recorded every detail, while the women also spoke politely and respectfully. They explained how one woman had created chaos in the parking lot and disturbed everyone's peace.
this person we've banned is on our property. I need you to come arrest her.
Okay.
She's back.
Yep.
We don't have to say come arrest her, but she's back on property, and she's been banned from our property.
I do think
Then
that's...
now keep in mind, if we arrest someone for criminal trespass in that event, current time, Sheriff Wilter's not taking any misdemeanors. So what we'll do, if we do end up arresting her at some point in the future, as it stands right now, we're going to arrest her, put her in handcuffs. She will have a court date. We're going to take her down to our forensics unit. They're going to fingerprint her, photograph her, and we're going to let her go. That's all we can do.
Okay.
Now, one advantage to us being able to go in and ban her now is I can get ID from her, get her name from her. I can run her and see if she has any warrants.
Okay. Yep, I think
the
that's an
behavior
appropriate
that's
next
going
step.
on
Yep.
in the apartment and outside is not appropriate for senior housing.
I just have to know what I'm writing on there. So we're going to loud and disorderly conduct and disobeying property rules by not signing in or using the front entrance, which is required of visitors.
And residing there overnight.
Is this a permanent ban or a one-year ban?
No, permanent ban.
Permanent ban. Okay. That's easy. We can do that.
All right.
What do y'all do about prostitution? Because y'all are kind of acting like it's just...
Well, honestly, there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing he can do about it. And the only way and I've worked on a couple of stings where we've gotten prostitutions, but it always has to be solicitation's a hard one to get. And it really does take an undercover operation in order where we actually call somebody up and have them show up at a hotel room and get them to say the magic words, exchanging sex for money in order for us to arrest them.
Yeah.
I mean, we've done it recently.
We have to show that she intended
and intent
to
is the hard part. So I've done it as recently as 2 or 3 months ago at a hotel here on the south side. But again, it was 2 days of setup, preparation, phone calls, and everything else in order to get it done. It's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah, understood.
Okay, well, let me get a ban form, and we'll go with you guys to the room to confront this lady. So let me get a ban form.
So the one lady, Rachel, did actually sign in.
This time?
But I mean, I guess the other rule that's being broken is that they're not supposed to have overnight guests.
Okay.
How y'all doing?
Hey, Bob.
Hi.
Hey, let's go back to your room.
What you looking for?
Well, let's go back to your room. We'll talk about it.
Well, I'd like to know why you want to come to my room.
I need to talk to Rachel, who's in there.
my friend. I mean, what's... Rachel. I want to talk to you. Rachel. These policemen out here want to talk to you.
Let's come out here in the hallway. All right, actually, probably better stay in here, yeah? Okay. You got your ID over here?
There's got people out here. You want to sit down and clean this up?
No, I'm good.
What's going on?
I'm fixing to explain it in just a second. So here's what's going on. The management of the property. They want you off the property.
For ordinary people who are not well aware of the law, informing them about the charges was a very important step by the officers. They warned that anyone who did not leave the property would face criminal trespassing charges. After gathering information, the officers needed to enter the apartment to reach the real culprit.
Okay.
And they're banning you from the
They had
property.
to call the police to tell me?
Yeah, so, well, because this is a legal process. So here's what the legal process is. They're banning you from the property. So what that means is, after today, I'm going to have to do some paperwork and you got to stay here till I get done with it. You cannot come back on this property, ever.
Yes, sir.
For life. If you do come back on the property, you'll be arrested for criminal trespass.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in-
Tell me, you have an old
Well, they don't necessarily have to have a reason, but I'm going to go explain to you the reason. The reason is the loud and disorderly conduct in the parking lot, disturbing the peace out there of the other residents who were complaining. 2, you're breaking the rules of the apartments, of the building. Okay, hang on. You're breaking the rules of the apartment, of the complex, by spending the night here. It's against the rules. You cannot spend the night here.
I was told he was allowed to have visitors.
That's part of your agreement. That's part of their lease. Signing in. You signed in today, but you haven't signed in the past. You don't always use the front door. So you're not following the rules of the community. Now, they don't have to have a reason. They can ban you for... They can ban me. I'm just letting you know. They can ban me for being bald-headed. So in the state of Georgia, any business can ban anybody for anything. So you're being banned from the property, and you will not be allowed to return.
It does something because
Okay.
I want to see if I can go around and get it all one.
Would you like to
Yes, you got here.
call records on that for me?
All right.
Well, we talked to, what's the guy's name that was here that dropped her off?
From here now.
And then some of the other residents were saying that yelling, screaming was going on.
All that stuff on the ground has something to do with this too.
The police are standing right here by me. They told me I'm banned from here.
That's what I talked about.
Remember?
So you got somebody that can come get you? Okay. All right. So I already explained to you what the form means. You're given notice that you're not authorized to be on the property. If you come back, you will be arrested for criminal trespass. All right. So I need you to sign this saying that you understand that.
I do understand that.
Mark coming to get you?
Yeah.
Is that the guy that dropped you off? Okay. I just spoke with him a few minutes ago. All right. Look at this. Make you this property manager. You're still waiting?
No way.
I can get you to print your name and sign it, if you would. Yeah, I'm gonna walk over here with you. So the reason we're hanging around 67 is she has a warrant. So what we're doing is we're waiting now to get confirmation of the warrant and see if the jail's gonna take her. If it's a felony, they'll take her. And if that's the case, we'll have to collect her and take her to jail.
Okay. I'm so glad you're here.
No,
Thank
no worries.
you so much.
Glad to.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for. All right, so she's going to get copies of the forms. So she's got to run downstairs. You got anything you need to pack up or anything? Okay, well, you can go ahead and do that if you want.
Paperwork.
Paperwork, and we got to walk you out. I have to escort you off the property. I'm going to run downstairs just because I want to grab my computer and take a look.
What was that beeping sound?
The officers informed the woman with glasses about the situation and told her the manager no longer wanted to see her there. At first, she didn't cause any trouble and listened carefully. Her silence, however, seemed like she might be quietly planning an even bigger scene.
Take her.
Yeah.
I'm not selling it. I'm selling it.
All right, Miss Rachel,
I'm gonna step over here.
I'll
Okay.
find some stuff.
Rachel.
you just put everything down. You've
I
got to just set everything down. You've got a warrant for your arrest. So I'm sure you already knew about it.
Yeah.
Just set everything down.
It's gonna get squared away, okay?
So we called and confirmed that jail does want you, so.
Go put your hands behind your back and face away from Officer
Can I put some
Brat.
shoes on?
Sure.
Where are they at? I'll grab them for you.
Right here.
Oh, okay, okay. I thought you were gonna go in here like.
They said, I'll take care of all your stuff, don't worry.
I do have another pair of shoes somewhere.
What kind of shoes? Okay. I don't know. They didn't tell me, and I didn't take time to look it up. So that's what we
What
were.
county?
It popped for your ID number and all. So it
So
knows you.
yeah,
What,
I'm sure you know what it's for. I'm sure.
What county?
I don't know. I haven't looked it up.
That's where you walk.
So I'm just gonna leave my stuff here then.
If I were you, I would just take because if we take it with us, it's going to end up going in the property ring.
I'll make sure everything gets.
We'll give you a minute to
Thank you,
get
don't worry.
squared away.
So I mean, if you want to take your ID with you, that's probably the best thing to do.
You want me to,
I got it.
Rachel, you want to give me the keys to your locker? To
No.
the storage?
Can I call my friend Mark because he was on the way to give me something?
He's already there. I'll let him know. Don't worry about
But
it.
I need to give him a key.
You're not making any phone calls.
Okay.
You can make a phone call when we get there if you like. After you get done,
This one's just help him.
I'll let him know. He's down in the parking lot.
I just want to give him my key and I want to give him this is my grandbaby that got,
You want to give it to the guy outside?
yeah,
To Mark.
yes.
He's already outside?
Yeah, he's sitting outside.
Okay.
We'll walk that down and we'll give it to him all the way out.
Okay, well, this is, will they let me take a book in?
No, they want you.
You can't take nothing in there. They're not
It's gonna be okay, alright? You just gotta see a judge about this. That's it.
I had that tower looking selenite. It's called selenite.
Bond's not so bad. I'll get you out of there. Don't worry.
Listen, I had
There you go. You got somebody in your corner here that's gonna help you out.
It's for the court, man. They're not gonna let me out. I accidentally missed court.
What is it?
It's a selenite crystal that was in here.
You know, not let you take no crystals or nothing like that in the
I
jail.
needed to get rid of. I needed to.
We'll find it. We'll find it.
Don't dig.
Look.
Here, we'll get it later. Come on.
Okay.
Okay, come on. We're working
I
with
was
you.
just.
Here, we'll get it later.
Okay.
I'm done.
I'll put it on the top. We'll grab it. You want this in there?
Oh, that's good.
Put your hand behind your back.
It
Let's
needs
do
to be
it.
with you because you said that.
You want this to go with you? You
no,
want
with you,
this to go with
jail.
this and this? Okay.
What good?
The officers decided to take the woman into custody, but she started telling different stories and searching for excuses. Her shaky voice made the officers' decision to arrest her even more suspicious, so it was justified and commendable. Sometimes the truth hides behind a trembling voice and a tangled story.
Both of these go to Mark.
But yeah, and there's cards.
There she is. Hey, Metzger.
Hey, what's going on?
67.
Okay.
Can you go to transport for us?
Yeah, that's fine.
For day shift.
Yeah.
Folks has gotten off an hour ago.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so see this second vehicle right here? We're gonna walk right over there, okay?
All right, Mark. She wants me to give you this stuff. She said the key to the storage unit's in her purse.
Okay.
So she's got a warrant for her arrest. So.
Well, I mean, you know, let me say this much. Appreciate you.
Oh, appreciate it. I mean, we went up there just to ban her because they wanted her off the property.
Yeah.
But whenever
Well, see,
we checked her name, it comes up she's got a
Well,
warrant
see,
and the jail wants her. So.
See, I know what's going on.
I ain't got a
Because,
clue.
See, I used to work with the city.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? So I know how
Yeah.
things were working, and that's why I pulled back and started talking to the administrator.
That's probably a good idea. All right, I'm gonna go get this part finished.
It didn't sound like that big of a deal.
What they say? What do you mean it didn't sound that way?
It's a contempt of court, right?
Yeah,
What's the charge? Original charge for?
a DUI.
Okay,
But
so
it's a felony because it was something without a flu or a lorazepam, whatever that is.
okay,
Not an original container. They found a Xanax.
Well-
Xanax is a lorazepam.
they'll get you in. Then tomorrow you'll go to court about it probably, and then from there they'll have a bond set. And Bob already said he'd bail you out. What you worried about?
They're not going to give me a bond because it's Superior Court. Did y'all get my phone?
Yep.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, go ahead and have a seat. Okay, just watch your head.
They said that they'll let me get phone numbers on my phone when I get there.
Yep. Yeah, they're usually pretty good.
Oh my
about
god,
it.
it's hot as hell. I can't sit on the other side where the air's coming out of.
Okay, so it's plenty cool in here, especially compared to the temperature outside.
Yeah, my anxiety is crazy.
Okay, well, you're not going to be in here for very long, okay?
Oh man.
Just take deep breaths. I'll turn up the AC for you.
After taking her into custody, the officers placed the woman in the police vehicle. She did not cause any disturbance, which made it clear that she understood the seriousness of the situation. She handled it wisely to avoid getting herself into further trouble. The officers then transported her to jail, where she would surely learn her lesson behind bars. The female was charged with disorderly conduct and criminal trespass, with a warning issued. So in the end, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button and drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's see who stands out the most. The best comment gets pinned. And hey, don't forget to share this video with your friends and family so they don't miss out on the fun. And now, here's a challenge for you. On your screen, you're seeing the 4 best playlists. Click on any one, and I promise, you won't regret it. You'll definitely enjoy this one. See you next time. Till then, keep watching.